welcome to Metagame. My name is Tennyson Easted. I am the writer and creator of Jump Rangers. I'm here on stream playing the game with Federico Estevao, who is our art director and currently the concept designer. Um, we also have Ippy Looney, who is the love of my life and the primary supporter of all Jump Rangers efforts, as well as a voice actor who's going to be bringing a number of our characters to life over the course of the game. Federico, do you want to introduce yourself and tell people what's going on in your life and where they can find your art?
Well, we are up now to a new session, and I'm super happy with the how the things are going on our story. And
We're making a little
well,
short film, is what it is. We're making an animated short for Jump Rangers. Where can people find your other art? Is my question. Where can people find Federico Estevao? Estevao.
oh no, you can find on Instagram.
Instagram.
My profile is Neo Artisan 3D,
There you
Neo
go.
Artisan,
There you go.
and welcome. In times I'm updating with new stuff. Right now, with shorts animated with Unreal Engine, which will be my my platform for releasing my art.
There's Luna. There's Luna the dog on
She
stream.
wants my mac and cheese. So I'm giving her love instead.
That's a good plan. Ippy Looney, do you want to tell people where they can find your stuff? What's going on?
Hi, I'm Ippy Looney, and I am on all social media platforms at Ippy Looney, IPILUNI, and I think that's like my main social media. I just started a food blog at Happily Evan, HAPPILYEVAN, on Instagram, and I'm showing all of like the gluten-free foods and stuff I make and eat because I have celiac, so I eat gluten-free food, and I wanted to share my 14 years of experience with people. So I started this blog literally this week, and I'm doing pretty good and having fun making food. And well, I always have fun making food. That's why I started the blogs. But that's my new venture right now, and I'm having fun with it. Yeah, that's all.
I might as well mention right now that we will not be streaming next week because next week is
My birthday.
Yep, it'd be Looney's birthday. So we're gonna be
We're going to Disneyland
for Star Wars Day. So it's gonna be packed.
It's gonna be bananas.
Yep, it will be. All right. So when last we left our adventurers, the two of you so this whole story is called The Recruit. And it revolves around the training of a brand new Jump Ranger who doesn't have their code name yet. Right now, they're just called Jax. Jax is a street punk from the underbelly, the undercity of Fort Paxis on Planet Battleground. Jax is 15 years old, was recruited by Clyde in exchange for helping Clyde learn some new skills. Now, turns out that training Jax is a little bit harder than everybody expected because Jax is a street punk. Doesn't have a lot of respect for authority, and that did not go well with the team style at all.
No, we're pretty laid back. That was not laid back.
Yep, frustrations were aired, tears were shed. We patched things together during the last session, and then the two of you led Jax onto with Jax's help, led Jax onto the mothership Venomous, right? In an effort to get to Planet Link, where you can go talk to Uncle Slappy and see if you can't track down High Command, because you have some things to report to High Command from previous games. Now, getting to High Command may not be as easy as you thought, you would ask me a lot of questions about where this mothership is going. Typically, this mothership goes to Planet Cinder, and then Planet Link, and then Planet Battleground. So you're expecting it.
And you said typically, so we're not doing that, are we?
Well, we're going to find out in just a second. We're going to find out in just a second.
I know your wording. I know what you mean.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet. We have, and this is something I wrote actually at the encouragement of Federico. We have a Saurian mothership generation table.
Let's test this. It's gonna be fun.
So I figured exactly today would be a good day to run some numbers on our Saurian Saurian mothership generation table. Right now,
Hey,
the three of you are holed up nice and quiet in the air vents above the command center of the mothership. You can see and hear the Saurian Rexors stalking back and forth and using their command consoles and piloting the ship. You can see the undersource scurrying around below you, trying to maintain the space and fix anything that breaks and Saurian Rexors do sometimes have temper tantrums, so they do break things pretty regularly. Make sure that the Saurians are attended to. They have everything to eat that they want. They have everything they need. All those little things. The technical stuff that happens on the bridge, all of it is being handled by undersource. The three of you are bedded down, nice and quiet, well hidden, just above that. So you have a perfect view from which to try and suss out what's going on this mothership. But first, we're going to find out through random generation what's going on in this mothership. Do you want to roll the dice, Ippy Looney, or do you want, or Federico, do you want to roll the dice to make this happen? Who wants to be in charge of?
Yeah.
You want to do it, Ippy Looney?
I want to work on a virtue. We didn't ask about the virtues.
Oh, that's a very good point. Does anybody have any virtues that they know they'd like to work on in this game?
What was my last virtue?
Your last virtue, Ippy Looney, was acrobatics.
No.
No, it wasn't?
Last week I got a new one.
Oh, that's true. You got somebody was patient.
I got empathy.
No, I got patient, and
Yep.
you got empathy.
Oh, empathic under virtues. Yes, you have empathic under virtues. Yes, you do.
Great.
Okay.
So for this,
it's on your character sheet. I did write it down. I was just looking in the wrong place. I think both of you should try and get quiet.
Yes, I was thinking about sneaky, but I'm already. I already have stealth.
This is a great chance for all three of you to learn. Well, actually, Jax. Does Jax have stealth? I don't think so.
No.
I was gonna do like spycraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a skill you have to learn.
Oh.
That's not virtue. That's training.
Well, what would masking fall under?
What's that?
What would masking fall under?
What would masking? That's also a skill, I would say. But so virtues are things that you are. Training is things that you do. So spycraft is something that you do. Being quiet is something that you are.
I'm not quiet.
That would be a good time to learn if you want to learn. Do you want to learn to be quiet?
I'm thinking here because I have already stealth. I trained to be.
Yeah, but stealth is a training. Stealth is not a virtue. You can have a virtue of somebody who would be stealthy. Being quiet is something that stealthy people need to be able to do for sure. But
I think I want to work on whatever it is that makes you like hyper focus.
I would say focused, attentive.
Yes, I was.
No, but the smart way.
I was thinking on the same way.
Like if I do info dumping, what virtue is that? I know that's something I do, but I have to have the knowledge, and
I would say
that I am smart, but like
In
Well,
what sense?
you could just say smart.
brilliant. I want to say brilliant.
Brilliant. Okay. So let's go ahead and work on brilliant for Clyde. That's a good one.
Yeah, brilliant is good. Well, a brilliant person has some no very super idea, no.
Yep. Yep.
So the test would be if if the idea works or not. No.
Yep. Yep. It's gonna be. Well, you need 3
Yeah.
roles where you need to be brilliant. You need to pick 3 roles where being brilliant is gonna help you. And if
Okay.
you make all 3 of those roles, you get brilliant. Brilliant's a good one.
I think I put steady.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Good one. Okay.
Steady because we are near a Rex or a captain that eats his own subordinates
Yeah.
as queen. Imagine what we do with us.
Yep.
No,
You're
we
correct.
it's about will be courage, but I think it's too generic to be courage. But steady is better applied in situations.
Steady is good.
But
If courageous is what you were thinking, you can be brave.
yeah, brave, but it's not that brave. Oh, bravery. Oh, let's go. Let's
Okay.
fight. No, it's
Okay.
not this kind of.
Okay.
I think steady is
Steady.
not losing composture.
Yeah. That's a
I
good
think
way.
two. I got two.
Ooh,
The
no, I want to
both
change
are
mine.
similar because
I want to change
patience,
mine.
What do you want yours to
I
be?
want to change mine.
Okay, what?
Confident.
Oh, okay. All right.
confident.
That's
I
good.
got this.
Yeah.
This is good.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so you need 3 roles during this session where you would need to be confident to succeed. And if you make all 3 of those roles, you've proven that you're confident. You can add confident to the character sheet. Okay? And Federico, you're going for steady. And Jax is going for quiet. Jax is going to try and prove that Jax.
That's a good one for quiet.
What's
I mean, that's a good one for Jack.
There you go. So, Federico, do you want to roll the die on the random Saurian mothership generation table?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have a die handy?
What? Yeah.
All
What
right.
would the? What are the requisites? How do you roll?
I'm just it's every number has a corresponding result. So we're going to work our way through the chart here.
Just one die, then.
Yep, just one die. Now,
But this is for what? For
I'll tell
their
you
sec?
I'll tell you before each
No,
roll.
no. Okay.
There's a series of
Randomly.
rolls. There's a series of rolls.
Randomly.
Yep.
Okay, I do my first.
Well, hang on just one sec. So I'm going to read the chart and we'll go from there, okay? So we'll tell everybody what we're
Okay.
rolling. Okay.
Okay.
So the step 1 is to roll 1 die to find out which Saurian house is in charge of the mothership your heroes have stowed away on. You can use this information to start thinking about who's running this mothership and what they might want from the planets they visit. So
Okay.
roll a die. Tell me the result.
2.
2. House Cataclysm. By far the most rambunctious of the Saurian houses. They don't make the best warriors, but they do make the scariest ones. House Cataclysm is the berserker horde of the Saurian Horde.
Cataclysm!
That, for anybody who's watching who doesn't know, was a miraculous ladybug reference. as Fergus, or as you know them, Ippy Looney is a miraculous ladybug fan.
I actually like Ladybug.
I love that show. Like,
Nice.
I got a miraculous ladybug and a cat noir doll for my birthday already. I already got it because I love that show so much.
Okay, so now
So now what?
We're gonna roll this die to see what happens with and we may make some adjustments here, but we're just gonna see what the result is. But the next die that we roll is to see how many destinations the mothership you're on stops at along their trade route. Okay, so this is to see now. Theoretically, this would be 3. You see what I'm saying? But we're just gonna see if there's a surprise outcome here. All right. So go ahead and roll a die, Federico, and tell me what happens.
Took 5 this time.
5. Okay. So actually, this is perfect. Combat duty. Apart from the planet you departed from, this mothership has 2 other.
You said duty.
I did say duty. Apart from the planet we
It's a
departed from.
battleship.
Yep, this mothership has 2 other destinations, but this mothership is being called into service to support Saurian efforts on some other planet before it can resume its trade route. So we're going to roll on step 3 to find where this planet is that you're being called away to, that we're being called away from. Okay? So we already know. We're not going to roll to see where this ship is going because we already know it's going to planet Cinder and then it's going to planet Link. But we are going to roll to see where it's being called to fight. So go ahead and roll 1 die.
4.
4. All right. So we have a new planet to explore here that we have not been to before. Let me pull up my data deck on it real quick. There we go. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. So, interesting. Very interesting. Now, let's see here. Okay. All right. Now, is that everything we need from this particular generation table? Let me just take a quick look. What kind of planet your mothership is visiting? Motherships. Okay. These are all if we're making a planet from scratch rolls. All right. That's it. So, we now have all the information we need to understand what's going on with this mothership, or at least I do. Obviously, you haven't been watching long enough to know. You've just settled in. And as you settle into your little nook, your little cranny inside the air vents above the what you call it, the command center.
Air vent.
You sit there for about another 6-7 hours before you can hear the engines.
I think we napped because it was a lot getting there.
It was a lot getting there. You took a nap. You're woken up by the shimmy of the air vents and the whole superstructure of the Saurian mothership as the massive octanators and the massive engines of the Saurian mothership fill with fire, push the mothership into the sky.
Come back a little bit. I forgot where where this ship is going to support the battle.
You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. We were just playing with the chart. So you don't know that this ship is being called into combat. You don't know who is in charge. You don't know what's happening on this mothership. What you're expecting is that this mothership is going to go to planet Cinder, and then it's going to go to planet Link. That's what you're expecting. But that's based on what this mothership has done in the past. It's not based on any current information. It's just you recognizing the mothership from a distance, knowing which mothership it is, and knowing how their usual trade route goes.
Remember that I have a navigations on ships. I have Saurian Horde ships
Yep, you have
as
Saurian
as
starships.
training.
Yep, you have Saurian
I
starships.
I think we should explore
Okay.
through the vents.
Okay.
Very culturally, with too much culture enough to
Well,
not
are
be.
we above the command center? Can't we just listen?
Well, it depends on what
They
you're
don't
trying to
talk.
accomplish. It depends on what you're trying to accomplish. What are you trying to do while you're on this mothership? If you just want to sit tight and wait, you can sit tight and wait. What Sneakers is saying is he wants to explore the ship.
We can split the group and cover both possibilities. Don't know if, but the aliens are down there. No, if we find another one. I'm working about Jax. Jax needs training in stealth.
Yeah. I think that we need to still pay attention to like because we accidentally landed somewhere we weren't supposed to go the first time. Like I feel like we should be paying attention better to what's going on in the command center.
Yeah.
So if we
But
want to
this,
split up, you could take Jax with you and go explore, especially since she's never been on probably a Saurian ship, and I can stay and listen to command center.
okay. Well, 1 hour our exploration, just 1 hour.
Okay.
Yes, don't go too far.
Yeah,
Stay
one
where I
hour.
can see you. No, I'm kidding. I'm just doing the mom thing.
Do we have comlinks? We can
You do.
talk with each other.
You do. You
Of
have
course.
comms.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
Cool,
Um,
cool.
So who wants to go first?
So I'm gonna stay
Yep.
and like go like this and just look out the vent and be like, okay.
All right.
she can do a roll for if something happens.
So
While I
this is a
do the
mind
same
roll.
thing.
This is a mind roll to see if you can understand what's going on there, Clyde. Right? Um,
Why? What? Yeah.
because you're listening to the Saurians, you're trying to understand what they're talking about. Right? You don't necessarily speak fluent.
But I can watch them too because I do understand Saurian ships a lot and xenotech from Saurians because that was my initial training. So if I'm watching what they're doing, I can tell if they're going and being panicked or not being panicked. I don't need to listen and understand exactly what they're saying, but I can pay attention to the monitors and the movements that they're making to know if something's going on.
Okay.
And that's a brilliant role, by the way, or a
Okay.
confident role.
A confident roll? Okay. All right. So, spycraft, stealth,
Saurian.
horde. Basic training is 4. Empathic is 5. Anything else? You have quick, sassy. You have Saurian radiokinesis.
Well, I could use that too.
How are you going to use that?
By knowing, like, listening to best I can to know what they're thinking, communicating with each other.
The radiokinesis, remember, is your perception of Saurian.
I don't remember.
Okay. So it's the manipulation of energy. So it's specifically Saurian power systems. You learned this from the rock people.
Oh, that's right. But I can use that with what I'm doing with all the watching all the panels and stuff.
See if they're powering up weapon systems. See if they're powering up. Okay. All right. All right. So you have 4 dice and a target of 6. Okay. Okay. 2 8s and a 1.
Oh shit!
You got a second 1. You got a 7 was the last die, and a 3. You got 1 victory.
I got 3 victories.
Except for the 2 8s.
You suck at rolling.
Was
Yeah, just so everyone knows, he rolls for me because I'm blind. I can't see the dice. I can't read the dice. So he rolls for me. That's why he's rolling for me.
So
And I can complain about it.
you can complain about it. And today there's going to be.
Wait, I got one victory. What's that mean?
I think.
That sucks because that was supposed to be with my confidence.
I know you're just not that confident. It turns out.
Ah! I've already failed my confidence level.
You're still sassy. You're still sassy.
I'm only 8. Give me a break.
You're gonna have to. You have to work on a different virtue next time. That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Can I ever cycle back around to confident?
You'll have to pick something that's a little bit different. Just because I want to keep people
Okay.
thinking creatively. I want to keep people thinking creatively.
Okay.
I don't want to turn it into just like grinding it out. You see what I mean?
But what happens with the ship?
Well, I think basically Clyde is sitting there watching the Saurians and just kind of going
And dozing off.
like not quite connecting with what they're doing, just watching and getting sleepy. All right, Federico. What would you like to show? So now I will tell you that there is an obvious thing to show Jax here, which is that most of the time
Garbage chute.
Yep. Most of the time when humans colonize a Saurian ship, you know that this ship has not been colonized. There's no human colony here. Okay? Because you've been on it relatively recently. But most of the time when people will build a colony inside a Saurian ship, they're going to build it behind the walls adjacent to the trash airlocks because that's the place that the Saurian Horde likes to spend the least amount of time. And also because there tends to be a lot of salvage. You can go into the trash airlock as long as you're careful not to do it during the trash cycle. You can go into the trash airlock, pick through their garbage. They're not going to notice anything's missing. Maybe you can fix it. Maybe you can find things you can use, and there's almost no risk. So now there's a little bit of risk because you don't want to do it when the trash airlock is opening, obviously, and you don't want to do it when people are putting things in there. But undersoars like to avoid the stinky trash pit, so people will tend to build colonies, even fairly complex ones, behind the walls, not actually in the trash airlock, but just on the other side of the wall, where you can tap into the power, you can tap into this, you can tap into that. Maybe people won't they'll take a nice long time before checking to see why the power is a little low. You see what I'm saying? You can get a lot. You can get away with a lot. You can steal water, and people will try not to notice because they don't want to deal with it. So it's a useful thing to be able to find. But it's not necessarily what you have to show. I'm just putting it out there that it would be something to make sure that Jax can find on her own.
Do I know the ship?
They tend
From
not to be too different. Let's find out. Make a mind roll. How many mind dice do you have?
This from records from another trips, etc.
Yeah. Do you have?
Don't think so. It's not probably not.
We'll find out. We'll actually get an answer to this question. What's your mind dice?
4.
4.
Let's see.
So what do you have that would help you have known this ship before? You have Saurian spaceships. You have basic training. That's 2. What else do you have?
Navigation.
Okay, that's 3.
I think the others don't apply because they are not
Okay.
related to knowing a ship.
I wouldn't make this one of your steady rolls, just for the record. I don't think this is it.
No.
4 dice. Okay, roll 4 dice into a target of 3. I'm gonna say if you get 3 or more victories, you know this ship. You've been here before. You've been here yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you make 3 or more victories, you've been here yourself. So go ahead and roll.
2 victories.
Okay.
2 victories.
You know it by reputation. And like we said, you know that it goes to Planet Cinder, and then Planet Link, and then Planet Battleground. Sometimes it'll make a detour and go to Planet Soros because. And the other thing that you know is that it is run by House Cataclysm, which is
Cataclysm.
Cataclysm.
What's the problem?
I can't not do it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Should this ship should has a colony?
Not a human
Might
colony.
have.
Not a human colony. It's empty of people. It could, but the reason it doesn't have a human colony is because House Cataclysm is very warlike. And they do tend to get into fights. And if a Saurian mothership is going to explode, there's a better than average chance that exploding mothership is a House Cataclysm mothership. You know what I'm saying? They get in more fights. They get in more fights with other Saurian houses. They get in more fights with the Loom. They get in more fights with the Spore. The Cataclysm.
Okay.
If you want to pick a fight, you call House Cataclysm and they're like, "Hey, you want to get in a fight with me?" And they will go do it. Potentially, even if it disrupts alliances that they already have. House Cataclysm loves to fight. Loves to fight.
I think the trash might be good.
Okay. All right. Do you want to?
A lot of stuff. After I already found one, I tell to Jax that
Mhm.
well, let's try to find stuff, and kind of explain that stuff can blow in your face. Kind of explain what it is. Maybe radioactive.
Okay.
All this stuff.
So this is going to be a mind
Uh,
roll. This is going to be a mind roll, right? Because it's not.
we
You're
are
not.
already there.
Well, no, I'm saying it's a mind roll to find your way because you're not necessarily trying. You're not just trying to be as quiet as possible. You're trying to give Jax an appreciation for her environment. You see what I'm saying? This is you're taking Jax
Mhm,
on a teaching exercise. So
mhm,
so this is about finding the smart way to get there, not just finding the most athletic way to get there. So it's a mind check, but you can use Jax's abilities. So
mhm.
take away one die, you have 3 dice to roll, but in exchange for those 3 dice, you can add aware, brave, basic training, athletics, daring do, and
Mhm.
I'll say brash as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You get
5
six,
bonus.
6 bonus
6.
plus your
I don't
basic
even
training.
really need to roll. I don't even need to roll.
No, go ahead and roll because this is going to count for your. This is going to count for right. I'm assuming this is going to be one of your steady. This is a steady thing to do, right? You're being
Uh-huh.
patient. You're being methodical. You're right. You're trying not to make any extra
8,
noise.
8, true. I need
But
to fail.
well, hang on 1 sec, Federico, because you also have some things. You get a bonus of 6 plus your
Mhm.
basic training, so that's 7. Here's where you get automatic victories. What else do you have apart from basic training to help you with this?
No. I have technology that I learned. Um,
Yep, technology is 7 plus 1.
yeah.
Yep,
And
basic training 7 plus 2.
yes, it's the basic training, of course. Uh, um, navigation, I don't think so.
Navigate. No, this is I'll
Uh,
give you navigation. So that's 7 plus 2 actually, because I already counted basic training. So that's 7 plus
yeah.
2.
And patience.
7 plus 3.
Have a little bit patience to
Yep,
find what is good, what's
How come
not
he's
good.
getting all the bonuses and I just got all the 8s?
because he's getting help from Jax.
Ah.
So that's 7 plus 3. Is there anything else on your character sheet? Improvise. 7 plus 4.
Yeah.
Got anything else for me?
Yeah, that's her radiokinesis, but I don't think it applies. Just if I find a wasted octonium there,
You know
don't
what?
think I
You know
will.
what? You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it applies because if somebody's moving past you underneath with a tool like a disruptor, you might pick it up. You might be more
Uh-huh.
aware. Like, you see what I'm saying? If somebody has technology on their person, things are moving around. Okay.
Yes, it's kind of Geiger counter, natural Geiger counter, but for Octonium technology,
So you
right?
got 8, 8, and what?
True.
2.
Making
Okay.
the Geiger.
So you got 4 victories to sneak through the air shafts and find your way to the trash chute. This is not the most challenging thing a jump ranger could do. I'm going to say that you make it, but just it. You have a couple close calls. There's a couple points where you guys are crawling through the vents or climbing down out of the vents into the Saurian access, like the understor access tunnels, and the two of you duck down into a corner just as a pair of Saurian understor technicians kind of walk by, chattering amongst themselves, and you're just literally they're walking right past you overhead as the two of you are tucked down behind a little spine, like a little, inside the corridor, little corner, and you're both as quiet as you can be. Jax gets one of their quiet checks for this roll as well. So there you go. You make it to the trash chute. You show Jax how to get there, and you show them where the core octanator are. You show them the core engine of the ship. You tell them um, that there's basically two ways out of the ship. Either on a planet with air cans, they're gonna sneak out through the air shaft the way you went in, or they're gonna have to find their way to the cargo bay and sneak out with the cargo like you did. Um, but you can also always try and steal a dragon
Mhm.
or a turtle drop nest if you're feeling up for it. So you show them where the launch bays are, where the fighter bays are, and
Uh,
and then it's time for you to return. It's been about an hour. Time for you to go back, and you catch Clyde asleep by the vent.
Whoa!
By the vent.
No, good. Nobody around.
No, no.
That's my concern.
Underneath, of course, there's a pair of a pair of Rexor warlords arguing with a Rexor tyrant. So underneath, there's actually something happening.
What?
What?
I wake up. I wake up. Clyde in a very gentle manner, but fast. Wait, 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 wait. Like, wait, wait, wait,
Yeah.
wait, wait.
Clyde, yeah, Sneakers pats you on the
Huh?
shoulder.
Huh? 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 I'm awake. I'm awake.
I am so there. I'm pointing for. I'm pointing for the Saurians that are there. There are four.
There's three.
Last ship
There's
was
two. There's two.
three.
There's two warlords and a tyrant arguing. Rexors.
Mhm.
Arguing.
Yep, and they're snarling a lot. They're snarling a lot. They're having a very animated argument.
Can we understand something, anything about this? No, no.
Well, who has the most mind? I'm gonna go ahead and say it's probably
Me.
I
yeah.
think it's Clyde.
Me.
Well,
I
or
got this.
I will say you can actually roll heart on this, Clyde, because at this point it's an
Mm.
emotional conversation for them. They're very.
And I got lots of motion.
You got lots of emotions. It's true. Okay, and we're gonna do that because it's gonna allow you to re-roll heart rolls. Remember your orange crystal. Don't forget that you both have crystals from the Rockman people. Any heart roll that you decide you want to re-roll, Clyde, you can. So we're gonna roll 4 dice
Copy
instead of
that.
5 because you're gonna use input. Because I'm sure Sneakers is gonna over your shoulder tell you, right, what you can, what you're picking up, what you're noticing, because Sneakers is a backseat driver. So, Clyde, you have empathic, which is important here. quick, which is important. That's 2. Basic training is 3. Spycraft is 4. Stealth is 5. Saurian Horde is 6. Plus whatever Sneakers can bring to the conversation. So, Sneakers, what do you have to help understand this?
Basic training.
Yep, 7. That counts.
No, nothing more.
Nothing more.
Nothing else.
Saurian Horde, right?
But my Saurian Horde is ships.
I'm going to go ahead and say this.
It's not a general. It's not generals. I don't know everything.
I'm going to
about
go
Saurian
ahead
Horde.
and say that applies here because this has everything to do with what they're doing with the ship. This
Well,
is
we
the
are
ship's,
the ship.
Yep.
We are in the ship. Okay.
It's the ship's behavior. So that's 7
Uh-huh.
plus 7 plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything else?
No.
Okay. 7 plus 1. So you get 1 automatic victory, Clyde. Plus whatever we come up with here.
Maybe navigation if they are going somewhere.
Okay.
I
I'm
can.
gonna. I'll. For the sake of my marriage, I'm gonna say that roll didn't happen, and I'm gonna say, now that we have navigation, it's 7 plus 2. Now we'll roll for real, because I got 3 8s on that roll. We're just gonna bypass that whole conversation. So
Yeah,
2 automatic
I got
victories.
through here.
3, 4, 5, 6, plus a 1, 7.
That's a much better roll. Thank you.
You're welcome. 7 victories. Yes. So all the information we discussed when we did the roll. Okay. What they're discussing is a battle plan.
Oh no.
This ship has been called into duty.
You said duty.
I did. Saurian pirates, which wasn't a thing that you knew existed until you started paying close attention to this conversation. Okay? House Viper has launched an attack on a planet you've never heard of. Okay? That planet is called Planet Inferno.
Oh, wonderful.
Planet Inferno is a factory planet.
That sounds just like the place we want to go.
Planet Inferno is a factory planet. And
like Corellia?
Except all dinosaurs. Oops, all dinosaurs.
Oops.
But yes, it's a manufacturing planet where they make a lot of the things that they use in the Saurian Horde. Okay, they moved all that stuff off of planet Soros because Planet Soros is pretty much all destroyed, and they wanted to still be able to use that planet for other things. So they've picked this other planet to make all their stuff. There's a planet called House Spawn that runs it. And House Spawn has asked for reinforcements to help fight off a pirate invasion from House Viper. House Viper has seized a number of factories on planet Inferno, and House Cataclysm is charging in to annihilate House Viper from the planet, just kill them all. And that's where this ship is going. Now,
wow.
So the bad news is you are on a mothership that's going into battle against other Saurian motherships. The good news is if you do get stranded on House Inferno, they're probably shipping products to House. They're probably shipping products to Planet Mist. Planet Link, excuse me, Planet Link. Because Planet Link is a frontline planet, right? It's where they're fighting the Loom. So they're going to be using a lot of things. There's probably a lot of ships going back and forth between here and Planet Link, and it's kind of astonishing that nobody's found this planet until now. You see what I mean? So that's
it's a lava planet like Mustafar or something like this.
You know what? You don't know. You don't know, but you know it's covered in. If maybe because it's been covered in factories. Maybe the air is toxic. Maybe it used to be nicer, and now it's not.
And they have slaves there of other races, something like this.
They have undersores everywhere.
No,
Undersores are not
other
free.
race.
You don't know if they've enslaved anyone else. So far, you've only seen them try to destroy other races.
Mm-hmm.
But remember that the Rexors are telepathic, and the Undersors have been raised to be susceptible to that telepathy. So the
Mm-hmm.
Undersors are very easy for the Rexors to control because they've practiced and practiced and practiced. Whereas, a whole new alien race could be more work. They might want to kill them because they can't control them as easily.
Uh-huh.
So that's
No,
the
know what I
situation.
got curious? You know what I got curious? Is there any place on a planet
Wait, so
full
are
of
we on the
Rexors?
pirate ship or the ship that the pirates are fighting?
They're going to kill pirates. This ship is going to kill pirates.
Oh. And they're Saurian pirates.
Yes. Called House
I'm very
Viper.
curious about these pirates.
Okay.
Do they have Rexors also, or they are
I
just
don't know what to do with all this information, to be honest.
Okay. Okay.
well the first thing we have to do is keep alive. uh,
Well, I was sleeping, and I think that kept me pretty alive, so.
yeah.
I'm not saying that's the game plan, but I know it kept me alive. I
well,
am the nap queen. Okay.
Well, Jax looks at you and says, "I agree. If there's Saurian pirates, we should find out
what they are.
what they are and if they can help us.
Yeah,
I think
you
we
are
should."
What makes you think they're
you are
going to want to
catching
help us,
you are
though?
catching what I you are catching you catch the thing.
We need to get on that pirate
Uh,
ship. What's
well,
What's- Didn't you just tell me we can steal starfighters?
yeah,
Oh,
we can,
that was you, not
but
me. I didn't say that.
yeah, but to go where this fighters doesn't have hyperdrive. We got lost in the middle of space or whatever. Where?
We wait until the venomous attacks these pirates, and then we just take a ship and go get on the pirate ship.
And what the pirates would do with us?
Well, we're gonna be sneaky about it. Maybe
We'll
Well,
drop him a note like in junior high. You know how you folded them all like. You just drop it.
can't we just crash the space fighter into the pirate ship and then get
I
out?
think so. I think so, but I
No,
don't. But I
that's not
don't
how
think.
it works. Then
But I
that
don't.
then neither ship
I
will be
don't think the
flyable.
pirates
Like
would
that's
like
not
this.
okay.
I don't think the pirates would like something like this.
Right, but we don't have to be there when they actually come in and look at the ship. We crash our way in, and then we get out. We get into the air vents. We go to the trash. Quiet, easy. I'm a fast learner.
Yeah, but we need to get.
Well,
But we need to get to Link, and we know for sure this vessel's going to Link.
and we have to find our friends, the other jump ranges, because I have information important about them. Well,
What makes
so
High Command
important
such a big deal anyway? Why do we care what they think? Why don't we just do what we want?
because we're not alone. We're a civilization.
Um, because that's kind of the whole point of Jump Rangers, really.
I think we should crash into the other ship. I think we should steal a fighter, crash into the pirate ship, and find out everything we can about these pirates.
Yeah, because that worked really well the last time. No.
Wouldn't High Command want to know about the pirates?
Yes. We have to live to get there.
Let's in combat. We can go in combat to the. Let's go to Younger in combat if the ship enters in combat.
We can steal a ship. If the ship enters in combat, we can steal a fighter and go get on the pirate ship.
Yeah, in middle of confusion, of course, there's a lot of confusion during combat, especially these big ships. They tend to explode some parts.
Yeah, but if we're in a fighter from this ship, the pirate ship's gonna blow us up before we can get to them because they're gonna think that we're part of the bad team.
Yes, that's what I was taking, but maybe not if you go stealthily.
Well, that's your department, but I really think that a vast space, it's kind of hard to be stealth. There's no rocks or anything to hide on. You're literally just flying at a ship in an enemy ship. They're gonna want to shoot it down.
Well, we don't know. We don't know if it's on the
We
planet.
should watch.
They might be
I
down
think
by
we
the
should
planet.
watch.
If they've invaded a factory, right? They might not be in space. They might be down over the planet's surface.
Okay, well, still, if a fighter from the ship that they're fighting starts flying towards them, I really think they're gonna just blow us up.
Yeah, I think.
I was pretty good
if
at
they
piloting
find
the
us.
sled. Maybe I can pilot a Dragon Starfighter.
No,
Way
no,
different.
No, no.
Way different. It's way different.
No,
This
no,
is
no,
not
no.
even the
This
same
is
conversation.
too much. This is too much.
This is too much.
I need a drink. Oh my god.
This is too much.
I'm all about like having fun and kind of being willy nilly. But I'm 8 years old and I have more common sense than you right now. So no.
Do a roll.
Oh yeah, you want to
Faz
see if you could convince Jax? Go ahead. Yeah, we got a heart roll. You got a heart roll. Do you want to get
No,
him?
we don't need to convince Jax. Remember what we
Wait,
agreed?
it's our she's
We
here
don't
for the
need to
training.
convince Jax.
I know what we have to do with Jax. We have to send them on a mission they don't know they're doing.
We don't need to convince Jax because she's still in training.
You just have to tell Jax you're pretty sure they're never gonna prove that they're quiet.
I was just thinking, like, what can we say? Like, I'm pretty sure that you can't just sit here and be quiet.
Yes, I can.
Let's have a contest.
Let's have a contest.
Let's see who can be quiet the longest.
Well, the battle still didn't happen. We still have some days to watch. Let's just watch what happens because we're still not on that planet. We're still not in contact with anyone. We still just what they tend to do. They want to do. It's not what's going to happen.
Yep.
So let's wait for the planet and keep. I want to keep exploring because I want to find a place to put a base on this ship. This is a very powerful ship.
Well, I think you've already found if you wanted to put a base, you know where to put it. It's over by the trash processors where you were. That would be the place to do it.
Yeah, okay. So there are no.
But if we
nobody's there.
leave it,
Nobody's
then we're
there.
not going to be making a base.
We went there and nobody's there.
No, it's fine. It's safe there. You can absolutely do that.
Okay, so let's find any explosives around the trash. Things that we could assemble to explode.
Why do you want to blow things up, Sneaker?
Yeah, why are we blowing things up in space? I think we just need like
Not now,
bells
but
and
we
string
will
to
at
let us
some
know
time.
someone's coming.
I mean, how big of an explosion do you want?
I don't want to explode anything right now.
He just wants to pop it.
What I'm asking, what What you want to? I'm asking how big of an explosive you're looking for.
Enough to breach a hole in the hole, enough to pass a jet, a dragon.
Well, every Dragon Starfighter does have a pair of um a a disruptor cannon, which could potentially breach a hole. Um,
Potentially.
you have to come up with an explosion big enough. You would need to like wire an octanator, and it would have to be a big octanator. It wouldn't be like it would be an octanator from another Dragon Starfighter, space fighter. You see what I'm saying? It would be it would be the engine of another dragon. Would be that kind of explosion. Although it's a
Okay.
question also of whether you're trying to blow it up from the inside or the outside. They're they're
I
they're
think for
they're very structurally strong. Saurian motherships are built for combat.
Mhm.
So getting
Yeah, I
into
think from the inside. From the inside, of course.
from the inside,
Yeah.
you could probably blow your way out with the blasters, with the disruptors of a.
Uh,
Now it's going to be dangerous because there's going to be an explosion. Like- right? That's part of the problem, but that's possible.
oh,
That's
no,
possible.
but I want to put some havoc, some cripple the ship in a way, so they're not in position to pursue us. So,
Well,
but not now. It's just a plan. It's just a
here's what I will tell you. Do you know how disruptors work? They fire antimatter beams. So they explode anything they touch. The reason why it looks like they're breathing fire is because they're actually exploding the air particles that they touch, that these antimatter beams touch as they hit something. So
huh?
you're creating antimatter explosions every time you shoot anything, even if it's just air. So if you really wanted to create havoc, you could just steal a Dragon space fighter, turn it around, and shoot it inside to the ship. And it would create a lot of havoc. It would be a big mess.
You mean like shoot the deck and then leave?
Yeah. Or shoot
But
inside at the wall, and it would just you could fire a couple of shots, and you could start pouring out huge chunks of the interior of the mothership. But you would have to steal. Ipiluni, are you falling asleep, my love?
I am not feeling very good.
Okay.
she
Okay.
So I'm
she
just
thinks
trying to breathe through it.
Here's
she
what I
thinks
suggest.
that's a bad idea. Let's see what happens. Can we fast forward the story to the
Well, here's what
point
I
that
think. Here's what I think.
fine.
If Evan's not feeling good, let's call it here today. Let's get Evan off stream so Evan can rest, and we'll pick this up not next week but the week after. We've got a lot of information out. We've learned a lot about this mothership. You'll have 2 weeks to think.
We learned there's pirates.
You
Like
learned
what?
there's pirates. Because we're calling it early, I won't penalize anybody in terms of their like. You still have 2 more things to do for your virtue.
Not me.
No, you lost. But I'll let you pick a new one next session. Okay?
Okay.
And we'll stop here because this is supposed to be
I'm
fun.
sorry.
No, it's okay. This is
I'm fighting this. I got gluten and I'm fighting it, and it's just hitting me hard. I don't know if maybe it's the sun and stuff too, but
one of the rules of Jump Rangers
I'm
is
sitting here. I'm sitting here, and I cannot. I'm catching like every other word, and I'm trying to not feel overwhelmed.
it's okay. One of the rules of Jump Rangers is that we can stop for any reason at any time. There's no penalties for stopping early if somebody and you're having a medical problem. So that's the end of the conversation as far as I'm concerned. Federico, I am going to get that stuff edited this week.
Okay.
And I will get
No
that.
problem.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. This is
No problem.
so rather than push through it, rather than try and play through, we'll stop here. We'll pick it up in 2 weeks. Thank you for watching, everybody who's watching. Thank you very much for joining us. we did learn a lot about the Saurian Horde today. That's for sure.
We did. Oh my goodness.
And I guess any closing thoughts before we sign off, Federico?
No, thank
Jax
you.
is a
Let's-
a loose cannon.
Jax is a loose cannon, and you're the one who decided to train this person, so now we're gonna have to deal with it. That's part of the
Me
show.
and my big mouth.
Thank you to everybody who's watching, and don't be a stranger, Ranger.
Bye.
Bye.